welcome to a brand new video, and today I have a league race actually for you. I think this is my first time ever recording a league racing commentary video, and yeah, we're here for GSeries round 4. GSeries is a Spanish league racing championship, and yeah, it's a team championship, so we're driving for Vanquish Esports, of course. I've been doing every round since the first one. I'm driving with Lewis together now. Here you can see the current standings. It's Fire Beasts, FRT in short, in P1. We are about 17 points behind. We had not the greatest round 3. So yeah, we need to gain some points back, and Fire Beasts did get a really good result yesterday. It's a bit of a weird championship how this works, with the teams driving against each other. You drive against 3 different teams each round, and always against 2 of the same team. So we always drive against ERT and Thunderlights. But yeah, we're in the Red Bull Junior X2014 here around Lego Majora, and we're starting our one and only qualifying lap, as this is a super pole with Lewis in our slipstream, going into turn 1. Actually took it kind of safe. Of course, don't want to be making any mistakes here on the actual lap. And yeah, that wasn't the greatest turn 1 and turn 2. Good exit though from turn 3, which is very important because there's a long straight here where the exit speed really matters a lot. And yeah, it's not been the best sector 1 so far, while Dabutan from Thunderlights has set a pretty decent lap. We're purple, but that sector split isn't good. It's about 1.5 tenths down on my best. We get Big Banky Boy good though, and yeah, we have to nail the rest of this lap if we want to start high up. It's very important that we start high up here in this round. Previous rounds I've messed up quali a few times, and it was really bad for the end result. Manu sets a faster time. We have to nail it here to even be close to that time. We actually get the double right-hander pretty good. Lewis is still in our slip, seems to still be close to us, so it's looking like we both have a very similar lap time. Final corner very tricky on the curb, and we get it actually pretty good. Lewis still close behind. What time do we get? And it's actually extremely close. We get a 0.4, which is a pretty good lap, and as you can see here, we are only 13 thousandths off pole position, and Lewis only 8 thousandths off of our time. Yeah, extremely close qualifying session. Top 5 covered in 69 thousandths of a second, and yeah, we're gonna start the race in P2. We have to get a good result. We get points for finishing position and the overall race time combined with Lewis. So yeah, we need to get a good start here. Red lights come on, and they are off, and you can see Manu gets a very poor reaction time, and we get a very good launch off the line. Can we overtake him here into turn 1? We're on the outside. Didn't want to take the risk though, and now we try to go to the left. Have to slot in behind him here, but the slipstream is really strong. But the dirty air is as well. We have to nail this corner. You can see a lot of understeer from being so close behind him, but we actually still get the corner really good, and that means we get a chance to overtake him here. Into Big Banky Boy, into slip. Pulling out to the right, he doesn't even defend it. Knows that we're gonna get the overspeed. I think he even lifts there on the straight, and we can slot in ahead of him here at the start of the race. Really crucial to get into the lead right off the bat, like right off the start in the lead. This is yeah, extremely good for our race. And now we have to find a rhythm and hopefully have Lewis behind us, because he's in P3, as you can see on the radar in the bottom right. He's very close behind Manu. And yeah, my race pace I think was pretty good in practice. I was actually driving extremely fast times, and now it's time to put it to the test here in the real thing. We instantly pull away by about 4 tenths, doing a little bit of a move there to the left to juke them out a little bit. And Now we need to pull away enough of Manu to be able to, not give him too much slipstream here on the next straight. And as you can see actually on the mini-map, it looks like Manu hasn't had the greatest Sector 1, and Lewis is right behind him. Can Lewis go for the move here? It's very important that we get into 1-2 positions here. That first sector was actually faster than on my quali lap. And yeah, on the radar you can see Lewis goes for the move, takes the inside and pulls it off actually. Extremely important move, and now that means we are 1-2 in this race. And we can hopefully build this race together and pull away from the rest, especially Krakens, who are only 1 point behind us in the championship right now. And they are driving in P3 and P4. We know they are really good at these road car combos. It's not really a road car, but it's not that fast, so I'll just call it a road car, I guess. Yeah, we know they are really good at these kind of combos. Who actually make a little bit of a mistake there on the final corner. Yeah, the slipstream is quite strong here, but so is the dirty air. So yeah, it's actually extremely difficult to follow here if you are about 2 tenths behind someone. You just lose so much time through the corners. And as you can see on the minimap actually, Manu seems to have made a little mistake. Yeah, we're just trying to pull away here from the rest. The tire strategy here is not that special. We drive on hards and then we have to pit once and go to another set of hards for fresher tires, and we have to refuel a little bit, but the refuel speed is quite high, so there's not a lot of fuel saving here that needs to be done. However, you do lose a little bit of time in the pits, of course, if you have less fuel than others. You have to refuel a little bit more. You might lose a few tenths with that, and I'll be the one with the least amount of fuel as I'm driving in the lead here. I'm not really trying to fuel save because it's very slow with this car. Yeah, I just try to drive as fast as I can. That's what was by far the fastest strat what we found in practice. Just push flat out, don't save, and yeah, then everything should be fine. Slipstream over a lap is a little bit faster than having no slip, but yeah, as I said before, it's very difficult. So yeah, that was 3 laps. We skip ahead to lap 11 actually. Quite a few laps where not much happened. And yeah, Manu and Cuerdo are still close behind us in the slipstream, in the train. And as you can see from the minimap actually, it looks like quite a few cars are behind us. And I can confirm that it's 5 cars in this train, including me. So up to P5 is still in this slipstream train. And profiting from that slipstream and gaining a little bits of fuel every second. We're getting close now to the pit stop window though. This car is kinda interesting compared to other cars in this game, where the lower fuel actually makes it a lot faster than high fuel, and tire wear doesn't slow it down that much, so you can drive on dead tires but still be faster because of the lower fuel. So it's a bit weird where you have to pit. Lap 11 is definitely too early because the tires still are fine. At this point you can see I don't have too much tire wear. Yeah, you don't lose too much grip from that. And the lower fuel makes you a lot faster in terms of the lap times. In practice I have already done a 21.9 by this point, I think. Yeah, now we're driving 0.2. My pace hasn't been the greatest, I have to admit. Lewis has been doing a great job of staying in the dirty air and not losing too much time and losing out to the slip so far. And yeah, we're getting closer and closer. No one pitted so far, which means everyone has more or less the same idea of the fuel making you a lot faster, the lower fuel. And, yeah, this championship, I'll just give a bit of context on what this championship is now. We are driving this as part of the whole build up to the Pulpí live event, GTPulpí in Spain. We attended that last year. We got, I think, 6th place or something like that. But we definitely could have won that because we could have won the first race and the final 2 races, and then we messed up the strat in the second one. And we had really good overall pace in the whole event. So we really want to win that this year. And for that we have to get good results in the championships that lead up to the event, in the Mach25 ranking. And this championship is by far the most important one of the year. All the good teams are competing in this, and there is prize money actually. First place team gets 400 euros, I believe. So yeah, it's quite a lot of money. But yeah, meanwhile we're on lap 13, and actually you couldn't really see it, but behind Manu made a small mistake on the exit of the right-hander, turn 3, and he went completely over the grass, which means he might have dirty tires now into Big Banky Boy. And as we look behind, we see Manu actually makes a mistake. He went completely off the track on the exit and lost a lot of time, which means we actually have a gap to Credo now, the other Kraken's driver, who's now in P3. The gap is about 1 second behind Lewis. We were in VC, of course, so we were discussing things together here during the race. And is this the right time to pit? At the time we thought we had to pit now, since they made mistakes. We have to cover them off. We need to pit. So we decided to box. And yeah, just try to take it safe here, don't take too many risks of continuing. But as you can see, they both continued, both Credo and Manu, and in retrospect this was a very bad decision. As you can see, almost the entire field continues. I have 3 liters less as well than Lewis, as expected from the slipstream, but yeah, where is that gonna put me when we come out of the pits? I have to stop on the diamond here. Yeah, I stop exactly at the diamond. Lewis refuels 1 liter less than me, and he actually comes out of the pits ahead of me. And yeah, this race has taken an unexpected turn, because now we run the risk of actually losing some time to the top guys. In retrospect, this was a bad decision. The lower fuel was still faster at this point, and we were a second ahead. There was no reason to pit for us, but we did. And now we have to catch up to them. Lewis lets us through actually here. Gives me a good slipstream and tucks back in behind me, so we can both gain time to them. And now it's time to push. We actually gained already quite a lot of time on this lap, because Credo made some mistakes on this lap. And if you look closely at the minimap, they actually still don't pit, which means they are continuing another lap. And yeah, it's gonna be interesting now. They had a lot more fuel. I checked the replay after, and they did have a lot of fuel. Like a good 5 liters more than me, I think. So yeah, we already gained about a second actually on this lap, which is quite good. But as I said, they will be gaining in the pits. And you only gain time in the corners, pitting early. You don't gain anything on the straights, you'd actually lose quite a bit. So we have to gain time here. We actually didn't gain any time through this sector 1. Not the greatest sector ever. We get better exit speed, but then they gain again on this straight with the lower fuel. And yeah, it's actually kind of tricky. We are of course in the net lead at this point, but will we keep it when they pit? These are some crucial laps here for this race. Lewis still staying very close behind me actually. It's like extremely difficult to follow that closely, so he's doing a great job there. Will the Kraken's guys pit now? Yeah, it looks like Credo is pulling into the pit lane. He has 13 liters of fuel, which is actually quite a lot at this stage. Remember, I had 19 2 laps ago going into the pits, so yeah, he does have good fuel. Let's see where he will come out once he has done his whole pit stop. And one person staying out there, not really in our fight. And Corrado refuels. He stops at 42 liters, which isn't a lot. He underfuels and he comes out of the pits. And we actually got kind of scared. We braked too late, but Lewis behind me braked even later and bumped me. And now we have Corrado side by side with us. I can just about slot in ahead. Lewis is side by side with Corrado. And crucially, Lewis keeps the position here. Extremely important after that horrible T1 to keep the place. Now we check our fuel. You can see we are on 44. Corrado actually pushed the fuel a lot, and we were quite certain at this point that Corrado refueled too little and had to save fuel in this last stint. However, he's on way fresher tires and he is on lower fuel, so he is also a bit faster, of course, because of the lower fuel. So it's gonna be important now to keep him behind for the rest of this race. We can still get good points here for race time, but we weren't really focusing on it anymore. We really wanted to get the 1-2, as that gains a load of points for us in the championship. I think 1-2 here would be crucial. And yeah, now P1 pits, so we get back into the net lead here after we cross the pit line. And we have 6 laps to go. So yeah, we need to keep Corrado behind here. We skip to the start of lap 19. Pace is getting faster, of course. And yeah, Corrado is really close behind Lewis. Make a little mistake there, that's not ideal. But yeah, it's extremely important that Corrado doesn't get past here. We were in voice call, as I said before. And yeah, the defensive driving that will be we will be doing here is going to be very important. We need to help out our teammates. And if you look closely at the radar, Corrado actually got a really good big banky boy there. Tucked in right behind Lewis now. But yeah, Lewis is a bit closer to me and doesn't have to save fuel. You can see a little bit that Corrado has to save fuel. We were already certain that he did have to do that. But yeah, now Corrado actually following really closely as well. And we saw afterwards in the replay that they were using the handbrake, which is really difficult to use if you don't know how. Which, yeah, we didn't really know how. But yeah, we are on the main straight now. And Lewis has to defend from Corrado, who was right behind him. Manages to defend there. Gets a little bump though into T2, which puts him a bit further behind me. And that means he may get a little bit less slipstream here. He's half a second behind and Corrado is right on his back. Really important here to keep Corrado behind Lewis. And I knew here Lewis would have to defend, so I pulled to the inside for Lewis so he can defend on the inside. Corrado tries it around the outside. That's very ambitious though, and doesn't really work. And yeah, just like that, we keep Corrado behind for another corner. But he's clearly faster. He clearly has some overpace on us with the fresher tires mainly. And it's extremely important to keep him behind. I'm not driving the greatest here. You can see Lewis is staying really close to me, which is, yeah, once again extremely impressive. 2 more laps to go in this race meanwhile, and Lewis really has to defend now. We pull all the way to the left. Here Lewis was screaming, go to the wall, go to the wall. So we helped him out, pulling back to the right. Lewis manages to defend there for another corner. We actually go wide here on purpose to give Corrado a bit more dirt here. A little bit of a strategic play there to not hit the apex. Now again, Corrado right behind Lewis. We knew it here. In the voice call, Lewis was telling me to go to the right, so we pulled to the right. And we hope that Corrado doesn't get too far alongside, give him more slip. Pull back to the left. Can Lewis defend here from Corrado? Does seem like it. But he's right behind him again. We have to pull to the left here a little bit. and Lewis will have to defend here. So we go to the right, because we know that's where Lewis will want to slipstream. And now again we go wide on purpose in this corner, and as you can see, Credo gets a load of dirty air. It doesn't manage to get it around the outside of Lewis, who can defend for another corner. We have one more lap to go here, and yeah, we see that Lewis is a bit far behind here, and we want to give him more slip, so we slow down on purpose in the final corner to give him more slip here on the straight. We put to the left once again for Lewis, so he can defend. Can he hold on here into turn 1? Credo tries it, but cannot pull off the move. And yeah, now we have this extremely important right-hander to go. Can Lewis get a good exit here, and can we get a good exit? And looks like Credo made a little mistake there on the exit of that corner, so Lewis has some breathing room now. So he doesn't have to defend at all into this big banky boy. And we can go normal now. Extremely important corner there. If Credo would have had the run, he might have been able to overtake here. And now he's again a little bit too far behind for a move into the double right-hander. We have one more sector to go in this race. Can we hold on to the 1-2? We have to take this corner as best as we can. We do it pretty good, but look at Credo, he has so much exit speed. Lewis has to defend here to the inside. Credo tries it, but yeah, there's no room there. And Lewis manages to hold on, and just like that we get the 1-2 for the team. And we even get the fastest race time, the fastest combined race time out of everyone. Which means we maximized our points today, and we gain on every team in the championship. And if my calculations are correct, we move up to P2 there after that win, which was extremely important. Here you can see the race result, and yeah, that was the race. Thank you guys all a lot for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this type of video. And yeah, I'll see you guys for another video. See you.